I'm very bad. I'm so kind of bad at, starting a new Let's Play. Especially when you've been doing the same Let's Play for 3 months. Roughly. But welcome to my next Let's Play. Oneshot. I said I was going to do it, and here I am. We are playing the original Steam release. This is going to be interesting for me, because I need to also... Well, if anyone you know who... You know, I should say. I'm just going to say, it's going to be interesting for me to figure out how I'm going to fully do this. Also, it's going to be a lot of reading. Give me a second. It's going to be a lot of reading on my end, because, well, I should explain what Oneshot is. It's a story puzzle game, for lack of a better term. It's the best way I can describe it. It's a puzzle... Yeah, it's a puzzle game that is primarily story-focused. Turn that to run. Unless you need to hold down the B button, or I guess in my case the circle button. But there is some interesting things about it. I quite enjoy Oneshot isn't usually my type of game, but there are always exceptions to rules. The exception to this one being I think this game is just really cute, and I like cute. So yeah, here we are. We won't be doing all endings. To my knowledge, there's 3 endings in the game. To my knowledge. It will be 2 main ones and 1 from a update. Again, if you know, you know. I will not be going for all of them. I will be going for 2 of them. Again, if you know, you know. But otherwise, let's get started. Oneshot is from that era of early 2000s RPG Maker games. Hell, this was a freeware game initially. I am not playing the freeware version. That is... That version is something unique. I will probably be talking about it. If you want to play Oneshot, I recommend the Steam release first, especially for any new people to the series, or to Oneshot. Play the Steam release. I will go over what is the main difference in either later this episode or in a later part. Yeah, I'll go over in either later this episode or in a later part, like I said. There are 2 big changes that Steam adds that make the journey through it a whole lot better. But yeah. It's kind of there's a reason for this. Oh, I guess I can say it now. Closing the game will save your progress. It also says there are certain key events. If you close the game with the exploit, it will save your progress. This was not in freeware. And oh boy, is that certainly something. We'll get to how you save in massive quotation marks in freeware. Not this episode, but at a later point. But needless to say, the game warning you only have one shot. There are moments where you can take breaks, but they weren't joking. You can kill Nico in freeware by closing the game. That is why I do not recommend the freeware version primarily. There's some puzzle aspects and other stuff that I also get changed in Steam, but the being unable to quit, yeah, no, that is definitely something I recommend doing the Steam version over the freeware version. We'll talk about the World Machine Edition when I actually do the World Machine Edition blind and at 500 subscriber special. Because I highly doubt I'm going to get 200 subscribers from this one Let's Play alone. Say hello to our protagonist of our story. Hello? This is Nico. No, it says just a tutorial again. We got the TV remote. The door is locked. He's saying it's too dark to read in here. The main gimmick is partially inventory puzzles. You select an item in your inventory and you can hold it in your hands. And if you interact with certain things, it will change. You can do stuff with it, or later on we'll see more puzzles with the inventory. Into the faded light, Nico can glimpse the face of the remote. All of the numbers except 4, 1, 3, and 7 are missing. Note the colors. So, red 4, blue 1, yellow 3, and green 7. I believe this code and any other most other codes in the game are completely randomized. Not every code, mind you, just most of them. They're marked in bright colors. Here's why I say note the colors. Blue 1, green 7, red 4, yellow 3. Access granted. Hey, it's my mouse cursor. You found me. Why? You're already too late. There's not much of the world remains. This will be apparent once you go outside. This place was never worth saving. Do you still want to try? Then remember this. Your actions here will affect Nico. Your mission is to help Nico leave. And most importantly... Oh boy, we have to do this right now. Hello, world! You only have one shot, Zachary. Welcome to the meta aspect. Let me minimize that so I can see it better. Welcome to meta. How this trick works, I don't believe it's... In this case, sometimes it's looking at just your Steam profile. I don't think that's what's happening here. What usually happens with these kind of meta things is they're looking at your user profile. Because usually what you set your computer to is your actual name. It depends on the person, obviously. But that's what I think is going on. So yeah, I will be switching between the game camera and the outside camera as it comes up. From this point on, I will be pausing the recording to switch. And just for explanation, I decided to do it that way. A withered plant sits here, stiff and dry. A branch just snaps off. That sound means we have collected a item. A pair of luminous yellow eyes stare back at Nico. There's no water in the toilet. The tub won't run. Dusty bookshelf, too dark to read. Nico just woke up here. There's a bunch of interactions. Hello? Anyone? The TV gives off a dangerous looking spark. The fireplace looks like it was never used. Perhaps it could be lit. The sink won't turn on. It's just a table. And inside the refrigerator, there is a bottle of alcohol. Nico takes it. Nico dips branch into the alcohol. I've played Oneshot before, and I've seen a Let's Play. A few Let's Plays of it before. So, it's been a while, so I may not remember every single puzzle. But I will generally be kind of going through the motions, for the most part. We now have a torch. Which lets us light that up. And I don't think you can pick this up beforehand because you need the bottle for a later puzzle. Something glitters on the ground in the firelight. It appears to be a small metallic object wedged into the crack of the floor. Nico digs it out. It's the basement key. We now have the light bulb. A large light bulb. It's the sun. Literally. I think you actually move slower going back up with once you collect the light bulb. Which is neat. It'll also light up the house. Ad infinitum. It won't turn on. Generally, darkness does not play a big role in this game. You almost always have the light bulb. This is your check. You need to have the light bulb to open that. What's left of a computer terminal? And thus, the game begins. And we unlock fast travel. I do not believe this worked in the original. Or was it not work? This was in the original. I don't remember. We can travel to locations we've already been to. Can be kind of useful, especially for scenes that cannot be done indoors. Yada yada. You originally needed the boots first. An item you don't get until slightly later. You also needed the boots to run, period, and it was just an equip. Because, yes, as I said, this used to be an RPG Maker game, and I actually think it might still be an RPG Maker game, just not with RPG Maker, if that makes sense. It could be Game Maker Studios, I don't know. That being said, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.